Hello friends, welcome to Ikeda. Okay, let us continue the problematic part for the chapter Soil Classification Systems. Now, read the question. Based on grain distribution analysis, the D10, D30, D60 values of a given soil. Okay, so they are given D10 as 0.23, D30. How can I study D10, D30, D60? That means particles which are finer than 10%, particles finer than 30%, particle size these are finer than 60%. As per IS code, okay, the soil classification system should be. Okay, now here they have not mentioned any percentage values. Did they? No. But if you understand here, see the options. What is the type of soil? Well-graded sand, poorly graded sand, silty sand, clayey sand. So what is the major soil it is? Always what is the common parameter? Yes, that means sand. So they have given the type of what is the type of soil? Sand. But we have to understand that whether it is well graded, whether it is poorly graded, whether it is silty. That means how can I consider these two? It's depending upon the fines percentage. Okay. Without wasting time, how can I understand that whether it is a poorly graded or well graded? Depending upon the values CU and CC. What are the percentages there? What is the value of CU and what should be the value of CC for finding the whether they are well graded or poorly graded. So if it is a sand, then the fines should be less than 5%. If it is a sand, the CU value for be greater than 6. The CC value should be between 1 to 3. This is if it is a sand and if it is a well graded. If it is not matching these two, or let us say, if we are talking about the poor sand, then how can I satisfy? Not meeting the above requirements, right? And also another question that in addition to this, our percentage of fines should be less than 5%. Then only all these things will be applicable. If fines are more than 12%, then only either they will be classified as silty or clay. So these two will be applicable only if fines are greater than 12%. Okay, let us just identify this CU and CC values first. Okay, now what is the formula for CU? Formula for CU is nothing but a D60 to the D10. What is the D60 value? 0.41. What is the D10 value? 0.2. If you are solving this, we are getting it as around 2. What about the CC value? It is nothing but a D square 30 divided by D60 into D10. Direct values are given, substitute them. 0.3 whole square divided by 0.41 into 0.23. Now, if you solve this, how much will get it? If I solve this, I am getting it as around 0.95. Okay, now, did they mention anything about the percentage of fines? Like retained on the, what is the micron mm? 75 micron mm. That means, let us say 0.075 mm. Did they mention anything about the percentage of fines for the 75 micron mm or 0.075 mm? Did they? No. Or we can understand, see here, for this 0.23 mm, what is the percentage of fines? 10%. Then one and obvious thing that for the 0.075 mm, don't you think it is obviously less than 12%? For 0.23 only it is less than 12. Obviously for 0.075 again it is less than 12 we can guarantee it. That's why we can eliminate this option and this option. And remaining in A and B, your CO and CC, are they meeting the requirements? No. As they are not meeting the requirements, then we will classify it as a poorly graded sand. So poor graded sand will be the type of soil for the present soil classification system, right? Then you can raise the question, sir, suppose if this is given as 20%, then what are the chances? If it is given as 20%, do I know exactly that whether this will be less than 12% or will be greater than 12%? Do I know it? No. If we don't know, then definitely at that point of time, they might have mentioned you some values such that we can identify that whether those are less than 12% or greater than 12%. So in the given question, based on this 0.23 mm, as the percentage fines are less than 10%, then based on that, we can understand that for 75 micron also, it is less than 12 mm. So that's why we are picking whether it comes under whether well graded or poor graded. Okay, move on to the next. Okay, now see here. A soil has following characteristics. Percentage passing through 75 micron C, 62%. Liquid limit is given as 40%. IP value is given as 10%. Okay, fine. Liquid limit of woven dried sample is also given. So what is the meaning of this? Now tell me. That means, see, before the woven dried, what is the liquid limit? 40%. After the woven drying, that means the liquid limit is 20. That means how much percentage is decreased? 50% is decreased. If 50% is decreased, then what do you think? Will it be a normal soil or organic soil? Inorganic or organic? As the liquid limit after the woven drying sample is decreasing less than 50%, then I will consider it as a organic soil. Once I classified that it as organic soil, then I should identify that whether it comes under highly compressible organic soil or intermediate compressible organic soil or low compressible organic soil. For that, how can I understand it? That will be depending upon the liquid limit. What are the limits? Limits, suppose if I draw the curve here, imagine if this is the IP line. Before checking anything, as woven dried sample, liquid limit is decreased. That's why I'm just classifying it as an organic soil. So what are the limits for classifying the compressibility? The limits will be 35 and 50. If it is less than 35, we can classify it as low. 35 to 50, this will be qualified as a intermediate. If it is more than 50, we can classify it as a highly compressible soil. Now see the value. So which one I should look into? Whether I should look into the original value or woven dried sample. Now tell me, think about it and take 1 minute of time and tell me which one we should be looking to. Like always, we should give into the this value. It will be in between the 35 to 50. So that's why it will be classified as a intermediate compressible organic soil. Organic soil so O, intermediate so I. So the type of soil will be observed it as a intermediate compressible organic soil. Okay. These are the questions based on the soil classification system. The important thing here is that you should by heart the classification system and then follow the same processes. Then you can able to do it in the examination hall. In the next video, we will start a new chapter. Thank you.